Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video will be a cooking video. Me and my dad made this sausage casserole last Friday for today's video, so I hope you enjoy. Today we're going to be making sausage casserole. My dad would call it cowboy casserole because we're making it in a pan instead of the oven. So I'm going to chop the onions.
And while Amber's chopping the onions, I'm going to go and brown off the sausages in a pan. Use the end of the knife that is nearest your hand.
Now the cabbage. Now it was already cut in half, so all you need to do is cut that little bit out and then cut these bits in half and then just chop. Not that bit. Now the onions go in with the sausage.
Put the lid on and just give it a stir, put the lid on and leave it sweat for a couple of minutes.
Now for the gravy, these are the oxo cubes, 1 beef, 1 vegetable. Now I'm adding half a pint of hot water.
What I'm going to do now is take the sausages out, put them to one side, whilst we make a roux, which is what you have to do when you've run out of gravy granules. So in there with the onions is 25 grams of lamb fat and 20 millilitres of olive oil, because we didn't have enough lamb fat. Here's 50 grams of flour. I'm not going to add it all because it might be too much. And this is what's going to thicken the gravy. And this is what's going to add 630 of the 950 calories of this meal. Sauces contain lots of calories. We've just shifted it onto a bigger ring because we're going to cook the flour out for about 5 minutes before we start adding the stock. Don't have your heat too high, you'll singe the flour. Just on low. When you're making a roux you have to keep it moving, otherwise you singe the flour and it doesn't cook all the way through. Right, you have to add your liquid, your stock, a little bit at a time, otherwise you end up with lumpy gravy. Looks horrible at the minute, but it goes nice in the finish. And it's so long since I made a sauce with a roux instead of using cowboy granules. I think I've misremembered the recipe and I'm going to need more than half a pint of liquid for this. And the way it's going, I'm going to need a bigger pan as well. We'll find out in a minute. This is proper gravy. Right? How it used to be made before gravy granules were invented. My memory was well off on the amount of stock needed for this gravy. It's going to be more than a full pint before we're finished. All this stirring when you're making the roux is what gives the sauce its shine and everything. You'd have to ask a proper chef, because I've forgotten. You see this figure of 8 that I'm doing with a spoon? When I was doing my training, if you didn't stir a figure of 8 when you were making sauces, you got your wrist slapped. Turn the gas down to low again, Amber. Gravy browning. Very carefully put a little drop in, and you'll see why in a minute. That's just a tiny drop gone in there. Otherwise you end up with black gravy instead of brown. This is where I put 4 drops in. That was all that went in there. And we like it dark, so I'm going to put 2 more drops in. That's it. That's it. Ooh. Look at that. The sausages now go back in there. We're going to have lots of gravy, Amber. In fact, I think some will have to be for something we do tomorrow.
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to put it on a really low heat now.
Under the small ring.
Now that they are going to sit there for about 20 minutes or so, we're going to put the potatoes on. And the cabbages will go on shortly. Oh, I know what I was going to do for a little bit of fun. I was going to put a little sprinkle of thyme in. The tatties is half cooked. The sausages is nearly done. Time to pour some boiling water on the cabbage and set that away for 10 minutes.
Right, so that was cooking with my dad. Might make this into sort of a series where every few videos there is a video of me cooking with my dad. Yes, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you make this at home and enjoy that. Thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe, all that jazz. And I will see you in my next video. Peace out, everybody.